Beautiful people, welcome back. So, on the note of sales and use tax and building business credits, or if I were you, I would at this point begin to look into e commerce. Many people are not hip to the fact that you can make a good amount of monies selling things online, and you don't have to keep inventory, meaning you don't have to look for some physical space to do things. And Walmart, believe it or not, is one of the primary places many people who sell products that you and I and everyone else purchase on eBay, Amazon, or any other online websites. Believe it or not, even big entities like Coil and Granger that people used to build business credit buy some of their products from Walmart because Walmart is directly linked to some of the production companies. Not speaking of production when it comes to media, but production as in people who create things from core, not the ones who assemble it. Because in North America they like to take pride in, oh yeah, made in America. It wasn't made in America. It was assembled, but the parts that they assembled were made from China. Walmart has a direct link to Chinese production companies, and on the back end, Walmart is actually Walmart and China are basically one and the same. But nonetheless, even if you're not looking into doing e-commerce and you still want to build business credit, right? Or if you just want to go in and buy things regularly every day, Walmart sells groceries, Walmart sells technological related stuff, Walmart sells pharmaceutical related stuff, a lot of things. Walmart is basically the jack of all trades of a lot of things. So we'll start from there. So once you get that certificate that was shown in the first part of the video, well, what do you do with it? Do you just go up there and say, okay, here's my certificate, you take it? Well, see that E number, when it comes to official entities like the county level, when it comes to houses or agencies with the state like the DMV, they will directly use that E number because it's directly linked to the Department of Revenue of each state. When people transfer property, that property amount goes to the Revenue Department of the county and the Revenue Department of the state, and that E number is designated for that. But each entity, like Walmart or any other stores, what is another thing that costs a lot of money when it comes to use? The vehicle. Once people purchase vehicles, they have to fix it, right? You have to buy the parts. For instance, AutoZone. You can get sales tax exempt there too. Think of anywhere where you take monies out of your pocket and you give to someone and they charge you sales tax. You can do it. But let's start with Walmart, which is a jack of all trade. They have their own program. How do you use that certificate? Just let them know, and there's a form that they would have you fill out, and you would give them a copy of that certificate. Many organizations, and according to their own website, from the horse's mouth, many organizations qualify to make sales tax exempt purchases. Well, your evidence is right there. The Walmart Tax Exempt Program, WTEP, is our tool to allow an exempt customer to be recognized for automatic removal of taxes. Automatic removal of taxes during checkout of purchase from Walmart.com. This applies physically also, and I will show you what it would look like if you're going to do it physically. Please contact your tax advisor or your state and local taxing authority to determine if your organization qualifies for sales tax exemption. Obviously, you would need to do this first because you would already have the prerequisite. They're letting you know ahead of time you need certain things first to say, yeah, cool, go ahead. And we'll see what that looks like. And if you're going to do it online, you just put in the same information that you already have online. If you're going to go physically, they'll issue a little card that has the same dimension as an ID, but it's a little piece of paper. So you probably want to laminate it or put it in something that's going to be protected. If your organization is qualified to purchase tax exempt goods, which is anything, don't let someone fool you and tell you, oh, you need to buy it wholesale first. No. If it's something that you are using for the appropriate purposes in your specific situation, if you're real about your lifestyle, then your spiritual affairs should be one with everything you do, aka embedded into your religious structures and belief, to which the exempt status of taxation will reflect. Go in Walmart or any other store and buy anything, even if it costs $1. They don't have the right to charge you that tax. In the part 2 video of sales tax exempt, the series of this video, we show the different types of taxes and the fact that sales tax is optional. It's their tax that they're charging you because they're providing you a service and they're making you pay the taxes. You're not obligated to that. If your organization is qualified to purchase tax exempt goods, the Walmart tax exemption tool will guide you through the process of enrolling in WTEP, which is the Walmart tax exempt program. You'll be prompted to answer questions, blah, 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 blah. That applies to photo, marketplace item, pharmacy, tire, Hulu, Apple, all this. Complete tax exempt application by following a prompted question and upload documents. The document you would upload is that simple certificate. At least that's how I did it. Want to make it even more simpler? Just go in physically. Once you go in physically, and tell them you have a religious entity and you have a tax exempt certificate, that will lead you to the proper place. It's a very simple application. Once you fill it out, what would their evidence of your entity qualifying for tax exempt look like? This, etc. Again, on a county and state level, they use that E number directly when it comes to each individual. Then it will show you whatever percentage, and then it will add that and show that as a sales total. But in this case, it just shows the subtotal and the sale total, no tax. It shows you actually want to know how to fill out the state forms to actually get the E number, which will trigger all this. Considering whether I should put it here on Patreon first and remove it after a certain day and put it on the website, or just put it on the website. I haven't made my mind up on that yet. But nonetheless, this is what the result will be. I'm not just telling you, I am actually showing you from firsthand experience, as always. And then it goes on and on and on and on. Regardless of what store you're at, even if it's the dollar store around you, whatever, even though it's really not a dollar anymore since the economy is so screwed up. But some places are still a dollar. But nonetheless, wherever it is, here's another third example, which goes on and on. Same thing. You purchase whatever it is you purchase, do whatever it is you do, whatever the subtotal is, show sales tax, 0. Total is the same amount as subtotal. $12.50, total $12.50. You give them cash, you get your change. It designated as tax exempt transaction. It goes on and on and on and on. Thousands of receipts like these. But guess what? Why do I keep these receipts, even if they don't qualify for sales tax? That's because once I do my stuff Express Trust, and that 508, to which was a tax exempt transaction, or to which caused these transactions to be tax exempt because it is for relief. The thing is, one thing a lot of people don't know is, in order for you to get tax benefit and to get a check back from IRS, reporting your income is not a requirement. Whatever you do in your life every day, if you involve trust and religion, your monies will always do a 180 degrees turn back to you. The complete 19-minute videos on the Patreon page. Take care. Best of luck.